I guess.
Okay, so Niv, you are
All right.
leaving the inn. As
Yeah.
you wander out, where are you headed?
Towards the. Oh god, I got this wrong. The White Stallion Inn.
Okay, and as you leave, you pass by an area of road where it looks like there's a work crew diligently working to kind of fill in one of the massive craters which has been
Is
left.
Slab there working on it?
And Slab is there working on it. Yes, he is.
Oh goodness. And this is a different crater.
Oh yeah, they're all over the place.
Mm,
Yeah, they're just all over. Like,
wow. Okay.
this place sucks.
I'll casually walk by and keep heading to the White Stallion.
Okay.
Slab.
As he walks by, I'm gonna notice him. Kind of turn my
I
head
am going
and
to
be
notice
like,
him.
"Oh, Nicholas.
Notice me.
Nicholas, did you get settled in at the inn?" As I'm still like shoveling away.
I say yes, but I'm gonna go check something out real quick.
Oh,
I'll be back a
do
little later.
do you need any help?
Um,
We're almost done here with this pit. This is my last shift before we head out. I don't think they'd mind if I started that job a little early.
Well, I'm not heading to a crater, but perhaps you might be able to help if just follow my lead.
I can do that.
Okay.
Hey boss, I'm gonna take off a little early. Keep up the good work.
Oh
And then I'll just
yeah,
like
go ahead,
clean
Slab.
up the shovel and
You've
like
done
walk away.
enough.
Mhm.
All right, so
Okay.
your
So
boss, your foreman lets you off, no problem, Slab, and you
okay.
guys head off west towards the White
All right. So
Stallion.
I'm gonna ask him. So, Slab, do you know a lot of people in this town?
I know some. I've met. I guess yes. I've met many here.
And you don't know Elaine
No,
because she's
no, don't know
new
her.
here, right?
Yeah, she must be traveling through.
Do you know
You
anybody
know,
at the White Stallion?
White Stallion. Probably maybe no. Well, if it's the nice hotel, I've probably done work for him.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Yes. Then
Yes.
you may come in handy for sure. Um, if I fail to obtain such information as needed, I may call on you to maybe ask around anyone you might know.
Sure. Yes, I agree. Information is key. The more the better.
You see, I really want to find Elaine. Sooner the better. And
Hmm.
I know that we are going to meet her tomorrow morning, but just have a feeling that I.
I I do understand your concerns. If you know, if something happens tonight when she's not under our charge,
Mhm.
you know, that would be unfortunate.
Yes. So anyway, uh, yes, let's make our way.
All right.
Okay. So as you guys approach the White Stallion with Slab kind of leading the way because he knows his way around town by now. Um,
Mhm.
you see this establishment on the west side of town. Again, a building which seems less impacted, in better repair than most that you've seen so far in town. The
Mhm.
lights are on inside. You can hear kind of jaunty music, which is coming from the interior. And it does seem like this is a kind of more uh, frequented establishment.
Can I can I kind of do a survey of the area leading up to the White Stallion and just make sure no one's following us and just kind of get a read on the town itself to see if like maybe someone's watching us through the windows or something. I don't know.
Lots of people are watching, but no one's following.
Okay. All right, then. Yeah, I'll go into the inn.
Yeah, and you see that there's a lot more people here. They are dressed in a little bit better style of clothing. They all look like, for the most part, like they're foreigners to Breland. Like they're not here as residents, more as people
Makes sense.
traveling
It's an
for
inn.
business. Yeah, it's
Gotcha.
definitely people who've traveled here on account of the business they needed to do.
So what?
Um,
How
This
fancy is this place?
it's not fancy at all.
like
Oh,
medium.
It's just in
not.
better repair than most of the
Hmm.
town's buildings that you've seen so far.
Hmm.
So it's just maintained. It's not
Yes,
nice necessarily.
yes, and it seems like
Okay.
they have enough coin to make repairs where needed. Like you do see a patch of roof, which looks like it's a lot newer than the others. You see that the door has been recently replaced.
Okay.
And there's
Are there
an
like
assortment of
craters
people.
outside?
What's that?
Were there craters outside as well?
Oh, there's craters all over, but
Just
you can see
everywhere. But
that.
this was like
Yeah, but
repaired, not
around
untouched.
around this building, the roads are in a better state of repair um,
Gotcha.
than the rest of the city
They still
or the
got
rest of the
hit.
town.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
not like that
Okay.
area was protected or anything. Yeah,
Okay.
I think.
Yeah. All right. Well, I'll. Is there anybody in the room that appears like they might be more useful than the innkeeper
Go ahead and make a perception
as
check
far
for
as
me.
information is concerned?
Make a perception check for me.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, because I was gonna.
25.
Wow.
Wow. Yeah, you see several people in this building immediately as you enter through the saloon style batwing doors. You see this is a bustling, very well-to-do establishment. Many of the tables are occupied with people drinking and talking, and some are playing games.
There's
And
like more people here than in the rest of the town.
yes, yeah, and it seems like anyone who's here that doesn't want to be associated with the rest of the town is staying at this specific inn. Um,
Uh-huh.
Slab has been staying at a place that's a little more modest, uh,
Uh-huh.
more accustomed to people who want a place to stay but don't want to spend a lot of coin to do so. Um,
Uh-huh.
and there's an assortment, a wide variety of people. You see at one table, it looks like there's several halflings who are kind of together around the table playing a dice game. You see at another
Okay.
table is a group of humans and half elves who are just engaged in conversation, laughing jovially. You see in a far kind of darkened corner, there is this hulking figure, partially shadowed, surrounded by a group of folks in kind of mismatched, kind of surly looking clothing.
Okay. Um. All right. I'll. Did they look like they belong to a house?
It's hard to tell.
Okay. Well, I'll approach the one who looks like they are the smartest amongst them.
Okay,
And,
which table do you want to go and visit?
casually. Am I? Is there like a map of this place?
Nope. Theater of the
Oh.
mind, baby.
Okay. Okay. Which table do I want to visit? The one with the mismatched clothing.
Oh, the shadier people.
The shadier people.
Okay. So as you walk up, you see that though shadowed by the lighting in the inn, as you get closer, you recognize the hulking figure is a half ogre,
Hmm.
female,
Uh-huh.
and the folks around her are again in the mismatched kind of clothing.
Hmm.
Many have weapons. They're wearing assorted bits of armor, and they're all kind of hunched in, kind of talking amongst themselves. With your perception roll of 25, as you get close, you pick out the words Kundarak safe and dragon
Okay.
shards.
Okay. Narak, safe, and dragon shard. Okay. I'm gonna pass by the table, but find a seat nearby to kind of look relaxed and listen in on everything that they say.
Okay.
Hmm.
What are you doing, Slab?
Um.
I'll kind of notion
Did-
him to kind of sit next to me.
Okay. Okay, because I was gonna say I'm just gonna straight up approach the table is what my original plan was, but if he
Uh-oh.
stops me along the way,
Yeah.
then
Be
I'll go and sit with him.
Over here.
Yeah.
Okay.
So that works.
So you guys take a seat.
I'll be like, oh, those are some locals. I wonder what they're doing here. They don't normally frequent this place. Normally they're at the that ship tavern.
All right. I'll whisper over to Slab and say, this could be the half orc that might be causing Our Lady trouble.
I am gonna
Or
issue a
planning-
correction. It's a
planning
half
trouble.
ogre. Half ogre.
Half ogre.
Oh,
Sorry.
okay, I've been saying orc too, I think.
Half ogre. Okay.
She a big lady.
Mm-hmm.
She a big lady. And Slab, go ahead and make a perception check for me.
Yeah. Oh, things are. I'm having Ryan problems.
Huh.
Okay, there we go.
This could
There
be
you go.
the same half ogre, but the shadows of the table
I
make it
can't really
very hard to tell.
Okay, so I don't know who she is.
Mm-mm.
Okay. So I'll be like, why this table? I was gonna go and ask the innkeep if he could give us any information on our bill.
Good idea. Why don't you do that?
All right. So I'll go do that.
Okay.
So you head over to the innkeep. He says,
Yeah.
welcome into the White Stallion. Will you be needing a room for the night?
Oh, not today.
Ah,
I more
such
had
a
a question
shame.
about one of your guests, who's hired me for a particular job tomorrow. A certain lady, Irene Torian. Irene.
Well, uh, if the Lady Rain was staying here, then I'm so sorry. Guest information is quite private and would not
makes
be
sense.
available without the subject's express
Well,
permission.
How about this
Apologies.
then? No, I completely understand. If you can't tell me any personal, what about your security measures at this hotel? Are they
Top notch. Top notch.
good, suitable, top
Oh,
notch?
yes, of course. We have guards posted throughout the facility, in common clothing, of course, and I will not point them out to you because doing so would completely ruin the entire purpose
Oh,
of them being here. So,
I like that.
yes,
I like that.
yes, and
Well, perhaps
you're a
maybe could
warforged,
you
are
use
you
an?
not?
I am. Yes.
Ah, did you serve? did you experience any combat?
I unfortunately yes.
Ah,
Well, not unfortunately. I wouldn't say that. I'd just say yes.
who
Yes.
did you fight with?
I fought with Siri. Is that the name of the?
Get out.
Excuse me.
Leave.
I'm sorry,
Get
sir.
out.
If
No need for
alright.
apology. Just there's the door. Leave.
I'll kind of wait. So I'll head back over to Nivalis
Mm-hmm.
and be like, I've been asked to leave, and just like walk out.
Okay. Unfortunate. All right. All right. Well, I'm still gonna listen to the conversation of the half ogre lady.
Okay. Not much else of note is heard, except you do pick up on a time, which sounds like the time the train would be leaving tomorrow.
Yeah. Gotcha. Okay. Is there anything of value, like high value, in the room?
Make another perception check for me.
Okay. $19.
That +7 is nice.
There are several people who have fancy bracelets, necklaces, rings. Over at the halfling table, there is quite a bit of coin being kind of pushed around as they're engaged in their dice game. But before we continue with you, Sen/Sam, what are you doing?
Well, I'm going to be looking for, I guess if there is somewhere near the station that has like pamphlets or information about the marvel that is their train system.
Yeah, and you see near the station, an old kind of worn poster, which has been kind of glued up on the side of one of the buildings that kind of exclaims, "The Vatherond Metrol Station, center of trade, commerce, exploration, connecting through Seer, Breland, Onder, Thrain, Zalargo. It goes where you want to go." And it seems to be like an advertisement almost of people happily riding the lightning rail, and then other images show the different destinations which it connects to. It seems before the last war that this specific station served as kind of a crossroads between a multitude of different nations.
Interesting. Okay. Does it look like there's anyone in the employ of the station around?
No, the station is dark. The last train had departed several hours ago. You don't see anyone except for a different guard. This one seems much more astute, much more upright and dutiful.
Okay. I'm going to make my way looking for a tavern, I suppose. The nearest I can find. You know what? It's probably just easier. I'll just like poke my head in and get the guard's attention. Hello there. Hello. Excuse me.
Yes. Oh, yes. What can I do for you?
Yes, I seems all the trains are gone, and I'm looking to find something to pass the time. Is there a local tavern nearby?
Local tavern. Well, yes. You could go to the Blowing Winds Inn and Tavern, or you could try. I don't know what you're doing for coin, but you could try the White Stallion on the west side of town. Yes, yes, yes.
Mm-hmm.
And there
Well,
is. Yes.
oh, I was just going to ask where the locals go. I do like to rub shoulders with the locals whenever I'm in a new place. It gets to really get a feel for the location.
Any kind of uh, the locals. If you have you been here long?
No, it's first day.
The locals. The locals tend to keep to themselves, but if you're looking to rub shoulders with the finer types, then you'd probably best be served at the White Stallion.
All right, and uh, I was wondering because I'm planning to be boarding one of these fine vessels tomorrow. Is there like an area that they're staged, or are they still at their previous destinations and they're on their way here now? Or is there a big like exchange somewhere where everything is stored and loaded?
Well, there are many trains, rails come through, but the next train isn't due until tomorrow. That'd be the Sharn Express.
Yes, that's the one. That's the one that, and I'm gonna pull out my ticket and make a show so that he can kind of like look at it and see that I've got one for first class. Like, so yeah, yes, that's the one. So that one is still wherever it's previous. Well, I guess it's current, but by the time I'll be getting on it, it'll be its previous, but current location, not here being loaded, but wherever it is. Yes?
Yes. So, forgive me, Master. The Sharn Express does make its way between Sharn and here at Vatherond, where upon ending its journey here, we'll be turning around and heading back towards Sharn with its occupants and its cargo.
I see. Excellent. Great. Yes. Well, I appreciate your help. Very, very informative. And you said that I should go to the White Stallion, yes?
The White Stallion, yes. If you want to bump elbows with the finer types, my lord.
That is so kind of you. And could you point me in the right direction?
Oh, just head west.
Very well. And then I will kind of like do a dramatic swirl, kick up my foot, and then start heel-toeing my way there.
Yeah, and if anyone hasn't gotten the idea yet, the farther away from the dead gray mist wall that kind of dominates the eastern border, the better things seem to look.
Gotcha.
Gun, what are you doing?
Oh. Did we lose Gun?
No,
Gun.
I'm here. I just
Gun.
had to unmute.
Hello.
Sorry about that.
It's alright.
Okay. So, instead I was looking out for sick and wounded, so I'm out and about looking for anybody who seems to need medical attention.
There is no lack for people who seem to need medical attention. More,
2 steps out the hotel.
yeah, many people you see walk by you, kind of
trip
walk
over a
by,
bleeding man.
covering their mouths with, as they erupt into hacking and coughing fits. You see children kind of huddled up with their family next to buildings, under rags of cloaks and dirty wool blankets, and they're sneezing and sniffling more than enough to warrant what you're looking for.
I'm going to put some bandage on my nose and mouth to make sort of a mask.
Okay.
And I'm gonna go over to one of the groups of children and I'm guessing mother and father. And I'm gonna kneel down next to the children and the rest of the family. What seems to be the matter? What are you feeling?
Oh, it's the sickness. The sickness has got to them. I don't know if they'll be alright.
Could I roll to see maybe if I could diagnose what this could be possibly, or
You can make a medicine check.
okay. Yeah, normal.
Yeah, you see that these kids have come down with a common form of coughing disease. It's a virus that attacks the lungs, and so therefore leads to violent fits of coughing. There is sneezing. There is mucus from the nose and phlegm from the lungs that comes out.
Okay. Ki- if I take a look around and roll a perception check, could I see if everyone else has the same kind of illness?
Go ahead and make a perception check. A multitude of people seem to be suffering from any number of different types of diseases and viruses within this town. It just so happens that these kids have been inflicted with this specific type of virus.
I see. Can I roll another medicine check to see if I could cure or at least make an ailment to make them feel better?
No, your previous medicine check is fine. You inform the parents that keeping them warm, keeping them dry, with plenty of fluids should do to help them get better.
How many are there in the group?
5.
I am going to distribute 5 gold to each person in that group.
You don't have that much gold.
Like,
I have 10 gold.
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
5 gold to each person in the group would be 25 gold.
Ah, I apologize. I misheard.
Generous notion, though.
I'm gonna give the mother the rest of my copper. 3 copper. At least
Okay.
that's all I have.
Okay. You're gonna give the mother
And,
3 copper?
Yeah.
He's gotta be monk.
Okay.
Like, he gets monk.
I say try to stay warm in these trying times.
Oh, thank you, sir. Thank you so much. The children, they're just so sick.
Well, keeping them warm and not letting them rest is the best kind of cure for this specific illness.
Oh, if only our home hadn't been destroyed in the last morning spawn attack, then maybe we could. Alas, we're left here on the streets.
That's quite unfortunate. I'm guessing all these other people have the same similar story.
Why do you wear those bandages around your mouth? Are you suffering from a sickness as well?
No, this is just to a precaution. I'm somewhat of a doctor.
Oh, doctor. Well, Dolora, go with you and show you the light.
Yeah, of course. Give me one quick second. Fast. And you with a raw.
Thank you. Thank you, kind sir.
I'm gonna stop kneeling and stand up and see if I can find a local market to see if I can purchase any medical supplies at all.
It's getting late, or it's getting into the evening now. Early evening. go ahead and make an investigation roll for me.
All right.
Okay. You look around and you do find a spot called Barrels Sundries.
I'll head over there and try to enter. And just to confirm, you said I had 5 gold. You said
You have 10 gold.
10 gold. Okay, perfect. All right,
Mhm.
I'm just gonna walk in.
Okay. Yeah. You walk in. It looks like a general store.
Okay. I'm gonna wave over to the to the keeper of the shop.
Oh, yes. What can I do you for?
Hey, any chance you have any medical supplies at all, sir?
Oh, what you be needing? You need bandages or potions or
Practical uses, medical supplies, bandages, that sort of thing.
oh yes, we've got some here. Just a couple silver apiece.
I'll take 1 gold's worth.
All right. Well, he hands you enough bandages to refill your medical kit. So it normally has 10 charges. I think you've expended 2 of them, maybe 3 of them, but just fill it back up to 10.
10. That's
Your
the
yeah,
medical. All right,
your healer's kit.
will do. Done and done. 10. Okay. And then I'm gonna ask him if is there any clinics by that you are aware of, sir?
Aye, we've got a clinic, but I mean they're pretty overstaffed. Or not overstaffed. They're overtaxed.
I see. I sort of like point in different directions. Which way would they be?
He points you in a direction, tells you where to find it.
Will do. I'm gonna head to that clinic. See what I can find out.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, you show up. You see that they're treating folks with different types of diseases. They seem very busy.
Okay. I'm gonna head over there.
'Kay.
And any way I can help at all?
No, just plenty good here. Just stay out of the way. No, we're fine. We're fine.
All right. Can I make an investigation check on that, or a medicine check on that person that they're trying to treat?
Sure. Yeah, so despite them protesting and saying, no, we're okay, you take a look at one of the people that they're treating. You notice that they've got an acute case of a sneezing fit.
Do I know how to treat that? And if so, can I treat that?
You can expend a charge from your healer's kit to provide them with something that would help to keep the sneezing down.
Okay, I'm gonna say, "Oh, please let me. I insist. I'm gonna use a charge of my healer's kit. See if I can help him out.
Yeah, and upon using that, you notice that the sneezing fit seems to die down, and they take notice and they say, "Well, if you'd like to aid us, we won't say no. You can work here for as long as you'd like."
I'll only be here for a little that, but I'll do as much as I can for as little time that I have.
Yeah, for
I'm gonna just get to work.
as long as you like, you can help out, kind of aiding the clinic and the people of the town who've come with their various sorts of ailments and injuries. Moving on, Slab, you've been kicked out of the White
Yeah.
Stallion. What are you doing?
So I was just gonna go and loiter out front and kind of keep an eye on things, look for anything out of place, like specifically,
Okay, outside
or
seems
anything.
much the same as what you've grown used to in your time here.
Yeah, that's what I figured. So I'm just gonna be loitering out there
'Kay.
until Nivalis comes out.
Okay, we'll switch back to Sen.
Making my way to the
Yeah.
west
Yeah, and
towards the White Stallion.
as you approach the White Stallion, you see Slab standing outside.
I'll give him a wink, a bright smile, and a nod, and head on in.
And I'll be very confused.
Okay.
I'll
Yeah.
be like, that was weird. Like, noted. I logged that person as out of place.
Mm-hmm. You head inside. You see much the same description as I showed to, or I explained to Slab and Niv earlier.
Okay. So. Give me just a very brief rundown one more time. I'm sorry. I know that there's the mismatched group with the half ogre. I know that Niv is sitting at a table by himself. And then what else is in here?
Some halflings playing a dice game with coin on the table, and some humans standing kind of in a group and sitting around a table, kind of laughing jovially and telling stories.
Noise. Okay. So I'm going to head on over to the halflings playing dice. Dice.
Yeah, and you see that they're in the middle of a roll. One of the halflings has kind of this brownish hair, long, and he is making his roll. And as he does, he looks down at the dice and then exclaims, "Aha!" And a portion of the table erupts into cheers. Yeah, and another portion just kind of grumbles into their cups. Oh, rotten luck indeed.
So I will approach once it's the commotion's kind of died down a little bit. I want to go in fresh on the heels, trying to shout over people.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it only lasts for about a
Is
second
it
before
all?
Go
Is
ahead.
it all dudes?
Mm-hmm. There's a couple of halfling females there.
Okay. I'll walk up.
They all seem to be wearing like workmen's or work person's garb. They have belts with tools in them.
Perfect. Hello. Glad to see that some of us are having fun. Hopefully, the tides are even, so to speak.
One looks
Might
towards
I?
you and says,
Yeah.
welcome, brother. I wish to say that they were, but them over there," and he points to the other side of the table where they're all grinning and smiling with each other, says, "They're doing better than usual. But if you'd like to join the game, come on and sit down. We'd be more happy to have you."
Perhaps. What are the stakes of this game? I can't say I'm always flush, but I could play a bit.
The wager is two gold coins to start, and then your winnings you can play from that.
How about I watch the first game? I'm not familiar with the rules, and 2 gold is a dramatic fee to learn a game.
It's
If that's all right.
understandable. Well, if you pay attention closely here, you can see that our fella's getting ready to roll right now. This is a team game where we're trying to beat the highest average of the dice rolls, and we bet if we think we're gonna have a winning hand or a losing hand after the third person rolls. Now, it's very key that the third person has to roll first before we bet. So you see our first person's about to go there, and oh my goodness, 4 sixes. This is incredible. Oh, I'm getting ready right now, I'll tell you that.
I will sit and wait patiently for the game to end. Mostly kind of like tracking what's going on and seeing if I can suss out who's going to be the most amenable to conversation.
Yeah, you see that the group that you've kind of sat down and started talking to, um, they see two very good sets of rolls come up, and by the third one, they're already counting out their coins. They're also the ones that are more deep into their drinks, where the other group, looking slightly less confident, um, barely have a glass between them.
Gotcha, gotcha. Is it so the ones that are drinking more heavily are the ones that are rolling better?
No, the ones that are drinking more heavily are the ones that are losing more.
Gotcha. Okay, yeah, that makes more sense. I sounded backwards to me.
Hmm.
Um, okay, so I'll wait for this r- round to finish and kind of casually be like, so, this is obviously what you do for fun, but what is it that you do? I see the tools. It looks like you're handy.
Yeah,
Uh,
we're
what is it
tradesmen.
that tradesman?
Yeah, tradesmen. You know, we are uh, kind of helping out here, um, patching up the town. It's been in a sorry state, I'm sure you've seen since the war, but it doesn't help at all that there's morning spawn. They come across from the mist and do all sorts of damage when they do.
Terrible indeed. Do they have a place? Oh, sorry, I lost my train of thought there. I'm just going to politely finish watching them play their game and then see that I'm kind of hitting a dead end and probably take my leave.
Okay. Niv, what are you doing? Sitting at the table still?
Yeah, it sounds like I've got all the information that I'm looking for from the half ogre. Um, I was looking around the room for something valuable that looked like it belonged to the inn, not just valuables on people's that are in the room.
Okay. And you do see up on the mantle there is a an interesting type of blade. It is has the normal type of sword blade that you would see, but instead of ending at a hilt and pommel and handle, it just ends at sort of a hilt with little fixtures kind of attached to it.
Okay, and that appears to be valuable from what I can understand.
Well, it appears to be a prized enough instrument that they were to hang it on the mantle.
You said it's a sword, not a dagger?
It's a blade,
A
but it
blade.
doesn't look like a sword. It looks like it's a sword that's missing its handle and pommel.
Okay.
Just tang.
Hmm.
Just the yeah, the
Um.
tang, the hilt, the blade itself, and again, it has these little fixtures on the ends of the hilt and the tang where it looks like it would connect to something.
Fixtures. Like like valuable like
Like
gems
these
or
little
something?
no,
Like what?
these little like little hooks that seem like they would hook into and connect to
Oh.
something else.
So it's like a bayonet
Oh.
almost style thing.
Almost.
Oh. Okay. Okay. I get it. All right. That's probably too large. All right. Well, I guess I will. Hmm. I guess I'll go outside.
Okay. You see Slab waiting outside.
All right. I'll say. So, Slab, what happened
Yes.
in there? Why'd you
Uh,
you got kicked out?
It just happens sometimes.
Hmm.
Not not surely sure why, but I've come to
Oh.
terms I don't want to cause any commotion.
Hmm. Okay. Well. Um.
But I've
Bad
been
luck, I
keeping watch out
suppose.
here. I haven't seen anything. Were you able to get any information yourself?
Hmm. Yes, I believe the half ogre is most definitely planning on causing some commotion tomorrow with
Oh, too
our
bad.
Elaine. Elaine. Sorry,
Mhm.
really bad with names. Apparently.
It's all good.
Yeah. No, I've got the tab open, like right now.
So I don't know. Unless we can find out exactly where Elaine is, I'm just
Yeah.
not sure. I mean, if we wait here long enough,
I mean, I could stay overnight and post up and keep watch over the hotel.
do you not sleep?
Uh, not as you're used to.
Hmm.
No. But I do need downtime, but I can stay vigilant while charging.
Hmm. Where would you stay exactly if you're not allowed inside?
I'll just like point at like a piece of rubble along the side of the road or
Mhm.
something. Or like if there's a bench across the street,
Hmm.
Yeah,
like,
you
I'll just
see
stay there.
the street corner. There's a few different spots where you could post up.
Okay. Yeah. I'll just stay over there.
Hmm.
No trouble.
Watching outside, though, it might not
Yes.
matter if the half ogre starts a fight inside.
True.
Hmm. We really need to find out her room. Something may be going down tonight, even.
Hmm.
And we can't seem to find anybody that will disclose her location.
I'm also at a loss.
Hmm. Okay. Well, I may
So-
need to think about it.
So Niv, kind of thinking back to what you heard the half ogre talk about, they specifically referenced the safe.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I remember that. At a
Mhm.
bank. I'm not breaking into a safe.
Well, the safe
At a bank.
The safe is on the train.
sounds like, well, not necessarily, but the safe is the point of interest. And the lady herself does not appear to be based off of what you heard in conversation.
I thought that the cargo in the safe was what was important, not the safe itself, right?
According to what you heard, the safe
Mhm.
itself was the point of interest because a Kundarak safe must be
Has to
holding
be.
something valuable.
Yeah, there's got to be something good in there if they're using that kind of safe.
Well, that's not what's in my note. Hmm.
Yeah, wasn't there like 5 or dragon crystals or something mentioned?
That was also, yeah. Niv has
dragon
been doing a good
shards.
job of kicking up information.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
Yeah, Niv did hear the word dragon shards mentioned.
dragon
was-
shards. Yeah.
And if it's okay with you, Josh, I got flustered for a second because something had drawn my attention away momentarily, and
Mhm.
I didn't want to like hold up the game trying to remember where I was at. But whenever you do want to bring it back to me, I would have a second attempt at interacting with those halflings.
Yeah, sure, let's bring it back to you. What are you doing?
Okay, gentlemen, yes, to the more drunkenly ones,
Mm-hmm.
drunkenly, slovenly, drunk.
Drunk
Uh,
ones, yeah.
Yes, you seem like pleasant individuals, and I'd really like to hear if there's any choice or tasty rumors circling anything that's going on around here?
Well, now that you mention it, one of them kind of pipes up to you. I did hear a rumor. If you wanna come on in and give a listen.
Absolutely, and I'll lean in.
I heard. Now don't be saying it's from me. Remember, old Zarim didn't tell you this, all right? But I think there's a human lady. She got something from the Mornland. She's bringing it to Sharn. And, that's her. Right over there. See the table? See the humans? See him? You see him?
Yep.
There she is. You see the pretty one with the red hair, the curls?
Aye. Yes. She's a
That's-
looker, isn't she?
Aye, she is. That's her. She's bringing something recovered from inside the mists, and she's got it locked up tight. And some say, it might be Sybaris crystals, even. Sybaris crystals worth a pretty penny if one were to look in that safe she's got. That's Kandarak safe. It's locked up tight where no one knows. But it could very well be Sybaris crystals.
Hmm. And he said his name was Old Zarnum. Yeah.
Yeah.
You've got a good ear on you. That's a juicy one indeed.
It's just rumors and speculation.
Oh, but that's what keeps us going, right? We can't always count on the dice to bring us fortune, but a good story always will. And then I'll put a silver piece down in front of him.
Oh, thank you. You see, now old Zarnim's got all the goods in all of... where's his town's name again? Do you know what his town's name is again? And he looks over to one of his buddies, and they just kind of like shake their head at him. And he's like, "Oh well, I got the goods. You know, that's me."
Yeah. And have you? I'm not terribly familiar with how the bank works. Do they often give the safe in advance and have the client carry it around,
Hey,
or is it held in Kundarak until they have need of it?
oh well, you know, Kundarak, those dwarves and their securities, and though you know they tend to they loan out the safes, they lease them, I guess you could say, right, for a fee if someone's got the coin to spend, and then you know they hold them in a place, and then if they need to be transported, they put them on a transport and they send them off, you know, off into the land, into another place, and you'd be right nutter if you wanted to try and get into one of those safes, because you know it's Kondarak, right? They're the best wards and seals in the land, they say. You know.
Yeah, none better. That is what they say.
Right, well, it's my turn. Here we go. Roll him up. Then he rolls, and a 1, a 2, a 4, and a 3, and he just rotten luck. Rotten luck.
I'm going to head on over, kind of like walking slowly away from them, give them a little wave and a thank you, and kind of put an ear out to the human table.
And you hear them kind of laughing and talking, and they seem to be the human table is several male humans all surrounding this one like immaculate, pristine, very well dressed, very fancy looking female with red curly hair, and they're all, "Lady Rain, oh do tell us again about your travels into the Droam provinces. Oh, that was so enlightening. And she says, well, yes, I have been around the world, so to speak. I'm quite a cosmopolitan, but you know, those orcs and those trolls and Droam, they fall slathering at your feet if you give them a pretty smile and a little bit of a wave, and they all kind of ha 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 guffaw and laugh and seem to be
You
having
know,
a
he's
good
good
old
at
time.
smiles.
I'm going to like perk up and look over, and I will. Lady Igraine, the Lady Igraine Doreen, as I live and breathe.
Uh,
What luck that I chance upon you in this tiny locale. Oh, I do apologize. If I may interrupt, it is such an honor to meet you.
oh, well, another adoring fan. Yes, hello. How do you do? I'm Iraine. What may I call you?
I'll hold out. I'll hold out my hand. Oh, my name is Sam Regal. It's such a pleasure to meet you.
Regal. Such an illustrious sounding surname.
Oh yes, hard won on the stages all across Corvair.
And Mr. Sam, where do you hail from? Are you Brelandy?
Originally, yes, but it's so rare that I get to see our home nation. What with all the travel, but it is nice to be home.
You travel? Oh. Are you a performer?
Yes, lady.
Oh, how wonderful! How wonderful! In keep, and she kind of waves her hand off and kind of flicks her wrist a couple of times in a very dainty fashion. Um, we have a performer in our midst. I would require we hear a song. Would you be so kind? I mean, it shouldn't be too much to ask to have one eensy little song, would it? No, would it?
Not at all. It would be my pleasure. I would only hope that if I perform up to your uh, standards, that perhaps you can regale me with a tale of your most recent escapades.
But of course, quiet now. And with that, the entire room goes silent.
Okay,
Sing
and
me a
I'm gonna,
song, Ryan.
yeah, I'm gonna pull out Baz's flute,
Oh yeah.
and I'm going to attempt to play this not like shit.
Okay, go ahead and roll.
Yeah,
And with that, you kind of.
it's a jaunty tune because I feel like the room wants to be kind of lively.
Okay. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on, then.
He's got jaunty tune music.
I got some jaunties.
Did you type jaunty into YouTube?
I got a wicked case of the jaunties, yo.
I feel like I've got a better jaunty.
Bet that boater's got jaunties.
Nah, you
Oh,
know
that
what?
boater's got jaunties for sure.
You break into song. You break into
Yes.
Baz's song,
Mm-hmm.
which is
Lovely.
upbeat, inspiring, but also a little sad. And it kind of sweeps everyone off of their feet a little bit, and they kind of get this faraway look in their eyes as they're transported to happier times. Times where things were just a little bit simpler. And as they listen to your solo, they all kind of breathe a collective as you fade off, concluding your song. The entire room erupts into applause as you finish. And Lady Rain,
Nice. Yep.
she looks at you and she says, "Oh," she's kind of wiping tears from her eyes. That was beautiful. Oh, I haven't heard the like since my times in the courts of Rote."
And I'll take a big sweeping bow. Thank you. Yeah. The compliment means so much coming from you, lady. I definitely uh, will mark this as one of my achievements, being able to perform for you.
As you should, as you absolutely should. And you said your name was Sam Regal. It is a name I will not forget, a name that will be spread throughout the continent as the epitome of refinement and class. Oh, it was beautiful. Anyway, yes, you wish to hear of my escapades? Ah,
Oh,
well,
yes.
what might I tell you?
Well, what was your most recent journey? The most recent exciting adventure that you've been on?
Oh, well, that is an easy one. I can tell you about when I went to the Lazar Principalities and was swept off of my feet by the pirate captain Drax the Red Eye. He was quite a dashing figure. He came upon my ship uh, unawares and threatened us with great violence and oh, the things he said he would do to us, it would make you pee your pants, I swear. But even that being said, he took one look at me and realized that life and love were things too distant for him to understand. And he asked me, can you believe this? He asked me if I would be his pirate queen. And I, being a lady of refinement and respectability, said, obviously not. But
Obviously.
if I ever was to venture out to the Lazar Principalities once again, he could look me up and maybe take me out for a fine seafood dinner.
Oh, oh, Lady Rain, you never cease to impress. The stories that you tell, the experiences you've had, boggles the mind.
Oh, I thank you. I can see a fan well, when one is in my presence, and I appreciate your level of commitment to my tales. Uh, pray
Can
tell.
I roll an insight check?
Yeah, go ahead.
I wanna see how much smoke is being blown out my ass right now.
Mhm.
It didn't roll. Did it
Well,
roll?
no, I didn't see it.
Try again. Clicky. Clicky.
Oh my gosh, this lady is lying through her teeth. She
Okay.
is spinning such outlandish tales. It's almost kind of pitiful how much the people around her are buying into the stories that she's spinning.
Okay. At this, like, she's lying so much now. Do I actually believe she's who she claims to be?
Oh, you believe she is who she says she is, but the
Okay. Okay. She's just living a life that she is not actually living.
right.
She's gotcha. Okay. All right. So then I'll finish up the pleasantries and then head on out.
Okay. You leave. You
On
see.
my way out,
Mm-hmm.
yeah,
Yeah, you
I'll
see us
see
too.
Niv. Oh, Niv has already left.
Mm-hmm.
Gotcha.
Yeah, he's
I'm out.
outside with
I'm
me.
out front. Yeah,
Okay.
we're concocting.
Concocting. Okay. So I'll go outside and I'll see them standing somewhere nearby,
Mm-hmm.
and walking out I'll go, my oh my, that Lady Iraine Tarine has the most beautiful red curls I've ever seen, as I continue wandering down the street.
Nice.
Mhm.
Okay, Niv, what's your reaction to this?
I raise an eyebrow and kind of think, I'll look back at Slab and say, "You heard that, right?"
Sure did, and that's the same halfling that winked at me on her way in. Something's up
Hmm.
with that one.
And Niv, you recognize
But
that
I'm
halfling is the
grateful
one
for
you
the
passed
information.
in the inn.
Hmm. Could be our lucky charm.
Perhaps.
Yeah, they're always after me, Lucky Charms.
Aren't they, though?
Well,
Did you see anyone with red hair while you were in there?
I don't know. Did I?
Can you hear me?
Because you rolled like a 25 perception.
Yeah.
Do I need to roll a history check?
Can you hear me?
Do you remember, Simba?
Can you hear me?
Yes.
Now I can.
Okay. So Niv, you remember seeing that table of humans, and among them was a female with red curly hair.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'll say yes. In fact, I did. But more importantly,
Do you think we should tail the halfling?
I'm wondering. Perhaps we should tail Iraine. I'm kind of wondering if we should make our presence known to her. I was more interested in just finding out her state of being.
That's true. There's no reason to be, sneaky about this.
But we
She
need
did
to make
hire us,
sure.
after all.
Yes, yes.
All right.
Let's just go introduce ourselves.
Well, why don't you go? And you can introduce
Right.
me
Yes.
for me.
Good point. All right. I will be inside, inquiring.
All right.
Okay, and
Okay.
as the sun begins to set
I'll head inside.
on the horizon, you head inside.
Okay. And do I spot her?
You do. She's sitting at that same table with all those humans, kind of laughing and talking.
Okay. So she's. How many other humans are with her?
About 4 or 5.
That's a lot. All other men, or like
Mostly men.
It's like a little party.
mostly men. Okay. I'll walk up to her and say, Lady Iraine Chorine, I presume.
Oh, yes. Are you another one of my adoring admirers?
I could be. You do look startlingly gorgeous.
Oh, why, thank you. She blushes a little bit.
No, I am Nicholas de Therani.
A
And
Tharani.
I've actually inquired about your request, your business request.
Well, yes, that was, yes, what would you like to know?
Well, I was just concerned for my lady because, well, I know you'll be. I don't know if it's proper to speak of this here out where everyone can hear.
No, it is most certainly not proper to speak of this here. Why don't you come and talk to me in the morning, when I requested that you would do so?
Well, the problem is, my ladies, I have reason to believe that you. Is there anywhere else we can talk? Just to tell you what I need to tell you.
Absolutely not. And in fact, I am rather perturbed that you would approach me in such a public establishment. I have nothing to do with you, and you may be gone. Be off.
I'll lean in a little bit closer and kind of whisper, like, just to her. I say, you could possibly be in danger.
And
At
she
this
kind of
moment.
like kind of side glance, like without looking at you, kind of whispers out the side of her mouth, and I could be in even more danger if people see me talking to someone like you. So please exit the building and wait until the morning. And her teeth are kind of clenched. Her smile never really goes away, but she's, like I said, talking out of the side of her mouth to you. You get the sense that she really doesn't want you to be approaching her right now.
Uh-huh. Okay, well, so this is like, okay, so this is like the lobby of an inn.
This is like the common room of an inn. Yeah.
So is there like a bar nearby?
Yeah,
That's like
there
in the
is.
same room.
Yeah.
Okay, so I'll just walk over to the bar and sit, keeping an eye on her
Ah, what will
from a
you be
distance.
having?
Hmm, lager.
Here, juice.
A lager. I could serve you up with a lager. Hold on one second. That'll be a silver piece.
I'll set a silver piece down.
Very good. If you need anything else, just let old Bamel know.
Hmm. You don't. I'll take out a gold out of my pocket and just have it in my hand. And ask him. There is other things I might want to know.
Ah, and what would that be?
Hmm, information, and I'll set the gold coin down on the table, but just in front of me.
He'll kind of reach out to snag it.
What?
He'll reach out to grab it.
He reaches out to grab it.
Quick like, yeah.
I'll slide it back towards me, so and cover it with my hand.
His hand kind of stops mid-reach, and it's just like,
I'll say, I'm looking for a room number that belongs to a certain someone.
rooms and guest information is privileged.
Okay, I'll pick up the gold piece and kind of open, like, kind of open my gold bag and kind of drop it in and let it make a noise
Mm-hmm.
as it drops in.
Mm-hmm.
And I'll say, of course, you wouldn't want to sell out one of your guests. That would just be a horrible thing to do for an establishment.
Mm-hmm.
I'll just go back to drinking my lager.
Okay. Slab, is there anything else you're doing?
Nope. I'm just sticking with my plan of posting up outside still,
Sen?
unless you know.
I'm headed back.
Actually, maybe would I tail? Nah, I'd post up. I wouldn't follow the halfling.
Okay. Niv, you're drinking your lager.
I'm just gonna be waiting for her to go back to her room, I guess.
Eventually, the common room quiets as the sun sets fully in the west, and people begin to either move out of the inn or head up to their rooms. The group of humans, you do see some number depart, and she actually heads up the stairs.
Okay, so can I stealthily follow her to see what room she goes to?
Roll a stealth check for me.
11?
Yeah,
You
you got a 6 on that.
notice her moving up the stairs, and you start to kind of follow, and someone next to the steps kind of stops you and says, "Oi, you staying
Mhm.
here?"
Oh. Um. I'd like to.
Or
Is that
you got
a possibility?
you purchased a room yet?
Um. I'll attempt to lie to him.
Okay, make a deception roll.
A what roll?
Actually, oh, let's see your room key then.
Hmm. Can I? Is the redhead still in my sight?
She's gotten to the
Or have
top
I
of the
lost?
stairs by now.
Okay, so she's gone. I'll just pat my pockets and be like, hmm. You know what? I might have left it in the lobby.
You best go and find it then.
Okay. All right. How many floors is this building?
You see at least one set of stairs.
Well, like from outside, I couldn't tell.
It looks like it's a 3-story.
Okay, and I was on the first floor when I saw her walking upstairs.
Yep.
Okay, and what of the ogre lady, half ogre lady? You said she cleared out
Yeah,
before.
her
yeah.
and her group have long since gotten up and left.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. All right. Then I guess I'll head back outside to Slab.
Okay. Yep, you see Slab standing guard, dutifully waiting.
Mm-hmm.
All right.
So how did the introductions go?
Not great. Not as planned.
Oh, unfortunate.
But she seems safe for the night, so
That's
there's-
good. I did see the half orc girl leaving not
Mm.
too long ago.
yes, I might have been mistaken. That sometimes, but rarely
Okay.
happens. So,
Mm-hmm.
yes.
It is good to be correct.
I suppose we wait until the morn.
Sounds like a good idea. Do you think I should stay here or should I return to the inn?
Well, unless you can figure out what room she's in, I don't see any reason to stay
No.
here.
No, and the innkeep seemed to have a pretty good handle on security.
Mhm.
I think I'm safe to go back.
Yes. Okay. Well, then.
All
Yeah. All right.
Okay.
I'll head back with him.
Okay.
Okay.
You both return to the Blowing Winds in Tavern, and you pay the full amount for a room. Are you paying
What's
for
the
a
full
private
amount?
room?
We're staying at Mylor's Inn.
Yeah.
What was
Oh,
the
yeah.
what was
so
the
that's
cheap
correct.
room?
At
Mylor's
Mylor's
Inn.
Inn, the cheap room was 5 copper pieces for a shared room. There was a 2 silver piece
So Gun will
arrangement.
probably be in that room.
Mm-hmm.
I had already paid 2 silver pieces for a room earlier.
Yeah, you did. So you get that room.
Okay. So
Mhm.
yeah, I'll go to that room.
Yeah,
Well, as
that
you-
room is 2C.
Okay.
That's what it is.
As
two
you-
2C for my room.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, as you guys walk in, you're gonna see Edwin sitting at a table eating.
Okay.
Oh, okay.
I'll go sit next to you.
And
I'll
I'll
walk into
I'll
the room
definitely
very confused.
I'll
Mhm.
definitely wave at you.
Right.
Hmm.
Gun,
I'll-
are you still at the clinic? Gun.
Yeah, I mean, I would assume I was still at the clinic. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
As the sun begins to set, things kind of wind down, and the staff there kind of say, "Well, we thank you for your help, and rest assured, if you ever need anything while you're in Vatherond, just give us a holler, and we'll be sure to help you out."
Well, You won't need to be able to. You won't need to be preparing me. This is just part of the act of living for me.
Well, God's rest you, and be safe, be good.
I'll try. Thank you. You have a safe night, all of you.
All right. And with that, do you head back to the inn?
I do.
Very good. Everyone is at the inn.
I was gonna talk to Sen.
Okay.
So
I'm-
Sen, I was
Slab,
looking for you
I believe, is
earlier.
there too.
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah. Oh. Yeah. I was taking a bit of a constitutional before, coming down to get a meal.
Yes.
Like
I
constitutional?
Yeah, I just needed to have a brief lay down,
Oh,
a spell. When you get to be my age, I mean, I doubt this will be relevant to you, Slab, but when you get to be my age, every once in a while, you just need to take a little rest.
Yes. That's
Yeah.
that's
I guess there are some benefits to this body.
Mhm. But yes, Master Niv, I do hope we can find a moment to share some words once I've finished eating. Did you want anything?
well, I was going to share some information with you as we are on this mission together, and
Mm.
I've come
Well, why
across.
don't we? Well, I'm gonna stop you right there. Pardon the interruption. I do apologize. Uh, I'm gonna let's take this to my room.
Aren't we
Can
in
I?
my
And I'm
room?
gonna. No,
we're in,
I'm in
like,
the
the
common
main-
area.
Yeah, we're in the
I
common
thought I
area.
was headed up to my room.
You were, and I flagged you down
you
because I
flagged-
was eating in the common
Oh,
room.
okay, okay.
Yeah. So I'm gonna look over to tavern, barkeep, whoever person. Can I take this up to my room and bring the plate down when I'm done?
Oh, please, yes. Go ahead and do so. You don't even have to bring the plate down. Just leave it in your room, and we'll clean it up when you depart.
Oh, such service. Thank you.
Of course.
Head on up to my room at 3B.
That's right. Slab, what are you doing?
I'm just staying in the common room. I was just about to message you.
Okay.
I assumed that was part of my deal with the innkeeper. Was like, that's where I sleep. It's just in
Sure.
the common room. And
Yeah.
like
Totally
be
fine.
guard.
Go ahead, Sen and Niv.
All right. So Edwin will motion to Niv to follow up to his room up at 3B. And
Okay, I'll follow.
enter, and when you enter, you can see that my belongings are mostly tidy, but there is a fine set of halfling clothing strewn across the bed.
Okay.
And I'm gonna close the door and lock it, and I'm gonna do a quick inspection.
Do I recognize the halfling clothing?
Yes.
I imagine you would. Yeah.
Okay.
You're a smart guy.
Yeah.
Okay. Am I?
I'm gonna lock the door. I'm gonna do a quick inspection, just real cursory. I'm not expecting to find too much, just to make sure that there aren't like super obvious peepholes, or if it seems like anyone's gonna be listening in.
Nothing of the sort.
Okay, cool. And so I'm going to relax the face and kind of nope. I'm gonna stay Edwin. So Niv, I was hoping we could get a chance to like compare notes, as it were. I did some poking around myself, and I heard a couple of tasty rumors about what may be being transported.
I'm gonna kind of point to the clothes on the bed, or strewn about, you as you said. Point to those clothes and say, "Are these your robes?"
Uh, they are Sam's robes, yes.
And who is Sam?
Well, he's a delightful little fella. He likes to make songs for people. Got a nice bright smile.
Are you sharing a room with him? Is he here now?
Well, he's not here now, no. But you could say we share the room, yeah.
Do you find that wise?
I do, yeah.
Okay. Well, as
Yeah.
long as it's not endangering the mission.
Oh, far from it. Far from it. Our mutual friend Sam is the one who has come up with the fact that it sounds like, and now this is just hearsay at best, but we have found that the drunk tend to let slip more than they intend. But it sounded like some Cyberus? Cyberus? Is that? I tried to phonetically spell it. Cyberus?
Sybaris.
Josh?
Yeah. Yeah, Sybaris.
Okay.
Sybaris.
Sybaris. Okay. Some Sybaris crystals might be what she is transporting. Sybaris crystals from the Mornland.
And you said Sam gave you this information.
Right, quite right.
Where is Sam?
Oh, he's away now. I'm gonna go out on a limb here, Niv, and say that they haven't clued you into my particular set of skills. Is that correct?
No, I don't know anything about you.
Okay, that's fair enough. Uh, would you mind? Would you be a dear and just turn around for a second?
All right. What sort of game is this? I'll
I
I'll
just,
start to turn around.
I like a little privacy, is all.
Privacy.
Just a little bit.
When
Just
I'm turned around, I'll say privacy for what?
okay, and then you'll hear like thump thump thump, and then a different voice. Just changing is a very private thing for me, Niv, and I don't much care to be watched while I do it.
All right. Well, at that, I'll turn around.
Yes, and you'll see a very slender, androgynous, 5 foot nothing changeling, white hair, white eyes, white skin, very blank, as it were. And
Okay.
Are you familiar with changelings, Jay?
Yeah, that's what I was
Well,
gonna
I suppose I should be, right? I mean, I know what they are, right?
changelings are.
Go ahead, Ryan.
Oh, sorry. Go ahead, Josh.
No,
Oh,
you go.
changelings are known in the world. It is
Yeah.
not a secret that changelings exist.
So whether I've seen one or not, I know that he's a changeling,
Right.
and I know that as a changeling, he can change his form.
Hmm.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, it is also common knowledge the skill set that changelings have.
Okay. All right. I'll say you're a changeling.
That is correct.
Well, that's brilliant. Sen, what do I call you now?
Well, you can call me Sen. That is the name that I was given. I would prefer that you call me whatever I introduce myself as if I look different. It just makes things less confusing for everyone else around us.
Well, speak for yourself. I'm horrible with names, apparently. And
Delightful.
well, Sen, this could actually be a problem. I mean, You, from the get-go, knowingly deceived me, and we're supposed to be working together. I tried looking for you earlier, and I told you how frustrating it was being in this town, working and getting lost here. So that's... I don't know how we can trust each other.
Oh, Niv. Well, there's certainly not a lack of trust here. More a miscommunication. I would have assumed the Home Office would have explained to you the situation.
Hmm.
Uh, I'll give you the trick to spot me, because the code phrase we seem to have a little issues with that, and also we don't want to be walking around constantly saying my lamp is broken. It's very silly. Uh, but if you pay attention and look closely, you'll notice my right eye, and I'll point to my right eye, which both of my irises are white, but in the right iris there is like a starburst of green in a section of the iris.
Okay.
So, regardless of the form that I'm in, look for that. That is how you'll know it's me.
Okay, so can I remember what his eyes looked like before I saw him in his changed form?
Sure.
Okay. Good enough for me. I'll say, yes, I see it. Okay.
Subtle.
Well,
You have to know to look for it.
uh-huh.
It's kind of the point. It defeats the purpose of changing forms if you have a super obvious tell, like half of my face glows gold.
Uh-huh. Yes, I understand.
So I do apologize for any miscommunication, but I do find that the task of gathering information is best completed as many different people as possible.
Yes, I see the usefulness of it, but are you giving me all of the information that you have? Are you withholding something?
No, 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 no. Let's see. We were going over. So the Cyberus crystals is what I heard is being transported, and so we would need to confirm that. Now, I believe that is more in your skill set than my own, where I can get into a place relatively easily. Once I'm inside, well, I'm not any particular talent at picking locks or any of that sort of thing. Uh, but what I can say is, Lady Irene Turin has a penchant for making up stories. So I would take anything she says with a grain of salt.
Mm-hmm. So, where did you hear about the Cerberus crystals?
That was from one of the drunken halflings losing at dice.
Mm, yes, I don't know if that's trustworthy, but I have different information, but not from a trustworthy source either.
Well,
It appears that
what is the information?
uh,
Yes.
think I'd trust
I overheard the half ogre woman who is apparently possibly targeting Irain for possibly trying to procure the safe at the bank. And again, I'm assuming that the whatever it is that they're holding in the safe is at the bank.
I believe it's being transported with us,
Yes, but at the
but
moment,
it's at the bank right now.
yes, yes, yes,
Yeah. Yeah.
yes.
Oh, it's my understanding that Lady Irene has the safe with her,
Hmm.
but I could be wrong in that.
Well, I guess we're in the
Uh,
dark again.
Yes, again, this is
We have-
secondhand information from a drunk halfling losing at dice, but he had mentioned that the clientele rent the saves, and that could mean that they literally have a small safe that they can carry around, or again, it could mean like a safety deposit box, as it were. But
Could mean anything, I suppose.
it could, yes.
Hmm.
I guess we'll find out tomorrow, won't we?
Yes, and like I said, the information that I got, not from a drunken elf, but from a half ogre that probably got their information from a drunken halfling.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Sorry.
I will say, having spent a lot of time around a lot of drunks, the information, while not always 100% accurate, usually holds a kernel of useful information to build on.
Hmm. And I didn't find the Lady Arain pleasant when I spoke to her. She was not cooperative, and she didn't seem like she was even interested in having our protection,
No, no.
which is odd that she would hire us for that.
Well, I don't think she hired. See, when you say us, Niv, do you mean us, the random ragtag nobody adventurers, or us, House Thorani?
Hmm. I meant the flyer. But
Right.
you make a good point. I suppose it is the bank that's hiring us and not her.
Well, more importantly, I think that maybe there might be some hesitance with bringing the house name into the mission. I feel like maybe that might have spooked her.
Hmm. Yes. I don't see why. Perhaps she adverse to our house?
Very possible. We've made no shortage of enemies over the years.
Hmm. So,
That's all.
that is
Just
interesting.
just a thought that perhaps such a, especially you, Niv, you are of the house.
Mm-hmm.
You are Niverlis Dithrani.
Yes.
So you being here definitely is going to raise an eyebrow or two.
I I figured it would be for the positive, based on our entertainment prospects.
Absolutely. And I do like the lines that you've been taking have been very convincing and very well thought out. No, I would expect no less from an actual marked member of the house. It's been quite impressive to see you at work, I must say.
Hmm. Well, I'm not doing my best right now. This town has got me off my game.
It's fairly terrible, yes.
It's quite
But
an eyesore.
think on the positive. We'll be being paid to leave this squalor behind in the morning.
Mm-hmm. Yes. Well, I don't care about the pay, and I don't even care about your rain at the moment. Hmm. But
Just
what of the cargo?
yes,
Do
so
you have a
that
plan?
I not as solid of one as I had hoped. I was hoping to find where the cargo was going to be being stored, but that kind of fell apart rather quickly.
Mm-hmm.
Um, Perhaps we'll kind of, I hate that I'm about to say this, wing it, uh, where best case scenario, I'm able to provide a distraction for you so that you can enter unseen into the cargo hold and determine what it is that is being transported.
Into the cargo hold the day of.
While on the train, yes.
Yes, I can possibly do that. Train security is most likely a lot lower quality than a bank. So,
Yes. And, I mean, considering we're not trying to actually remove the contents, we're just trying to identify them, it should be
precisely.
not too much trouble, hopefully.
Mm-hmm. Well, I did have one last final idea, and that was we could uh, possibly arrive much earlier than expected. And so, what time are we supposed to be there again? 9 a.m.
I'll look at my
Uh,
ticket.
Yeah. Yeah, what's the ticket say?
8
I also
a.m.
didn't write that down.
2 hours after sunrise.
8 a.m.
2 hours
Alright.
after sunrise.
So at 8 a.m. we are expected to arrive, and the cargo is supposed to be there. If
You
we
were
arrive
advised
before
to
the cargo
arrive
gets there,
earlier than 8 a.m. because that was when the
Earlier.
train
Yeah,
departs.
because that's when the train leaves.
right?
Yeah. So we should get there like at least what, an hour early.
Probably
I
an
would
hour
say
early.
more,
Sorry, I'm not there.
especially if we're interested in the cargo and if there's going to be any hijinks on the way to the train.
Hmm.
So that is my concern. I'm worried that maybe we get there too late and something has happened, or we miss our opportunity to find out what's in the cargo. As of course, we could always find out on the train, assuming that the cargo will be there on time.
Yeah.
But I always liked to do things efficient.
Efficiency, yes, is a very good trait. I would imagine that only a fool would attempt to steal from the Kundarak house with a branch so close. But you could be
Mhm.
right. There could be a fool in the works here.
Yes, I'm slightly worried about the half ogre planning
Yes.
something erratic.
Well, if you'd like, you seem to have caught Slab's ear, and he seems more than happy to stand watch in random
Mm.
locations.
Yes,
Maybe
he can prove quite useful in the sleep department.
maybe you can convince him to take a post somewhere where he can notify us if anything seems to be going
Yeah,
awry.
very good idea. Slab,
Very well.
were you paying attention?
Slab
Slab
is
was
not
I'm
not
there,
in
there.
this room.
Oh, he's
Yeah,
not.
this is
Okay,
this
Yeah,
is
I'm
just me and
downstairs.
you.
so I'm talking
Yeah.
to a wall that looks like Slab.
Yeah.
It's
It's
a
good
slab
practice,
of a
Nib. Good
wall.
practice.
Yeah.
I
Yes.
can't tell you. I've done it 1,000 times. You look in the mirror and you rehearse what you're going to
Mm-hmm.
say. Very
Yep.
important.
And with that, you look out the window and you notice that full sunset has occurred and night
Mhm.
has fallen on the town.
Well,
All
I
right.
think
Well,
I think I'm going to find my bed for the evening.
and I
Uh,
will go seek out Slab and return to my room after.
very well.
Yeah. And where's Gun? Is Gun hanging out with me downstairs?
I assume that Gunn has made it back to the inn as well. Yeah.
And probably went to bed because he was. Yeah.
I
Probably.
suppose so.
Evening
Yeah.
has come and gone and night has fallen. So Gunn is probably in bed. Slab is waiting down
At my normal post.
your normal
Yeah.
post
Where's the normal post?
in the
The
common
lobby?
No,
area.
I'm just
The
in
common
the
area.
lobby.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's my deal with the hotel. They give me shelter. I keep an eye out for them.
All right. Without wasting any time, I'll just head down to Slab and explain the situation and ask him, Slab, you wouldn't be burdened by staking out the bank area. You did mention that you could stake out an area overnight.
Yes, that is correct.
Hmm.
I'll have to notify the innkeep, but yes. I could stake out the bank, make sure nothing happens there, or potentially stake out the train station and make sure no nefarious acts happen pre-boarding.
Mm-hmm. Which do you suppose is the better of the?
Well, we know we're riding the train, but the bank may have the safe, which you said the half ogre has her eye on.
Perhaps. Perhaps maybe it's not possible to watch both.
Unfortunately, I'd prefer to rest. I've expended quite a bit of energy
Okay.
today.
Okay. Well, that is fair. Okay. Maybe we should all just return in the morning. But make sure you are awake bright and early. Let's all meet in the common room, possibly 5 a.m.
All right, sounds good. I'll set a
Okay.
alarm. I feel like do Warforge like have a sense of time?
They
to
do.
them?
While
Or is there a
they're
clock in the inn?
kind of resting and recharging, time goes by, and they're aware of it, aware of the passage of time. While they don't sleep and they don't lose track of time, they are able to kind of recuperate, and while they're recharging, they
Okay.
understand how much time has passed. Yeah.
Okay, cool. All right, so I think I'll agree to that. And my plan is I'm still gonna go tell the innkeeper I'm gonna stay post. I want to watch the platform, but I'll make sure to be back before to meet everyone at 5 in the lobby or in the like common area.
Okay. Cool. So I have more prepared for you guys. It's up to you all whether you want to continue to play or if you want to call it a night.
Ooh, 11:30. Yeah, I'm good to
Yeah, it's
call it
pretty
a
late.
night.
Yeah.
All right, I guess that's it then.
Mm-hmm. I like this game.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So
And I
let's.
love. Oh my god, Jay's character is so great. I love it.
What? Why do you say that?
Because you're like good at all this stuff, and then you just fail over and over.
I know, yeah.
And then you're like trying to do the right thing, and then just fail.
What